Okay, hello and welcome back to our blind Permadeath playthrough of Greedfall. Now we shall talk to the head of the village. Get him to our cousin.
I can see from your face that you were victorious.
Indeed. I put the white Tenlin down, who was enraging his kind, and destroyed their nests. The attacks should no longer be troubling you. As for the missionaries, we were able to convince them to leave, but they were not ready to admit their involvement in the attacks that harmed you.
And so they were in some way responsible. I had my suspicions, but I could not see their reasons.
They brought a particularly large beast here that attracted and enraged the others.
This is what provoked the attacks and brought on our despair. These people have blood on their hands.
In the end, we found the missing young ones. Alas, too late. Devoured by wild beasts.
Undivorced tier end. You did well on Almanawi. Now they shall be able to find the rest.
Will you accompany me now? My cousin needs your help.
I have packed what is needed. I am ready to journey with you.
Okay, let's see what happens. Ooh, holy hell. He has deteriorated a bit.
It'll be the death of me. I can't control my body. It's like being a stranger in a marionette set ablaze. Consumed by a smouldering fire. The moment's growing near, isn't it? Am I about to surrender my ghost to the Reaper of Souls? You flutter in just when you're needed, cousin. As always. Who are you? Your hand is cold as ice.
Your cousin is burning.
That is such a relief.
Let me present Katasak, Constantin. He is the greatest healer on the island. He will help you.
No.
Stay.
I am here for you, Naikse, and I will not leave until I found a way to ease your pain and suffering. Fill your mind with the patience of the ocean. I know not how much time I will need. I've never seen such a sickness. The spirits of your lands must be quite horrendous to cast down such evils upon the peoples that live there.
Thank you.
Well, apparently he has a
Neither
healing
science
touch.
surgeon nor mage doctor could do a damn thing to alleviate my pain. I give you my last ounce of hope. Thank you, cousin. I don't want to imagine my plight without your intervention.
Okay.
My fair cousin! Come closer and tell me what brings you...
Constantin, how are you feeling? Are you in great pain?
This sickness is horrible, believe me. Now I understand what your mother went through. But you have not come to hear my complaints. Speak. It will give me something else to ponder.
Alright, let's ask about everything.
Any news of your parents?
No. With the time it takes to travel to the continent, it's not surprising. But I don't miss them. My father's next letter will certainly be full of his usual disdain. As for my mother, you know her. She's probably too busy planning her next assassination to have noticed my absence.
Are you liking your new role as a governor? How does it feel?
Honestly, once the thrill of the first few days is over, it's boring. I receive delegations from everywhere. They arrive with their arms full of presents to make me sign some agreements. Most of them take me for a fool, who will be easily convinced by some silver trinket. I would love to simply brush them all off and work on some real projects. I have so many ideas to make this city, this island, truly amazing.
How are relations with our allies?
Oh, they bow and scrape, and they regularly assure me of their unwavering friendship, so that they can better try to convince me to embrace their point of view, and only theirs. Taleme wants to convert me, and the Alliance assures me that only they will allow us to benefit from progress. They're a bunch of old foxes, but they take me for a young, brainless rabbit. The only thing they really want is to increase their influence on this island, with our help.
So you're selfish. And you're surprised.
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
Alright. Let's get out. I need to talk to the guardsmen. I need to talk to someone else. The nods. That's it. I think the guard is down this path. I think my gamma is too low, high, I don't know.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Ah, shit. I think, what was I doing? Was I selling stuff or disassembling it? Don't remember anymore.
Your Excellency, I wasn't sure I'd see you alive again.
How did you know we were here? Did the captain tell you?
He was arrested while coming back here. Lieutenant Alexander said he was finally reported by his accomplices.
That lieutenant has some nerve. We know he's involved. We found the body of the sergeant who was to accompany him here. He got rid of him to punish him for helping us, or to stop him from revealing more. We also found this document saying that everyone who knows about the case should be eliminated. You're in danger, and they've already found a way to get rid of the captain.
Most of the men who were loyal to him are in jail. I can't do anything without help. I've been trying to get the commander. If anybody can restore order to all of this, she can.
Here, take this evidence and show it to her.
Alas, there's nothing in there that clearly indicates who Egon is.
The recent actions of Lieutenant Alexander suggest that he's the brains behind this operation. And we only have to compare his handwriting with these letters to be sure.
I'm going to join the commander, but you should intervene. I'm afraid he'll get rid of the captain.
Arrest the true Egon. Well, how the hell do I do that? We have no idea who the true Egon is. Maybe Egon Spangler is the only true Egon I know.
Your Excellency! What a joy to see you again. We finally stopped Egon. The captain will be happy.
Naturally, and that is why you were surrounded by the men I apprehended. We visited your secret camp and found the body of poor Sergeant Franz, who, in spite of his death, continues to betray you. You are a member of this organization, Lieutenant. And when we compare your handwriting to the letters we have seized, it wouldn't surprise me to discover that Egon is none other than you.
We prepared a discreet death for you, worthy of your uncle's court. A little poison, and our troublesome diplomat would have been out of the way. But since you leave us with no choice, finish them. It'll be a real pleasure.
Finally, our revenge has come.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! And death to the others! I can't hold on much longer. Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Fuck.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
No, no, no! Why did you have to stick your nose in our business?
If you had not been so careless, so eager to get rich and climb to the top, maybe we would never have discovered your operations. Surrender, Alexander. Unless you prefer Egon.
Let me go! I could make you rich.
I doubt that the commander would find that arrangement acceptable.
Wretches!
I've been waiting to put this pathetic scoundrel in a hole for a long time. May I?
Be my guest, Kurt.
Your Excellency,
Okay.
Lieutenant Alexander was court-martialed and will soon be executed.
You have my gratitude, Your Excellency. Without you, this assassin would have probably strangled me in prison.
Manfred gave me all the evidence you gathered and told me about the case. I'm just sorry he didn't tell me about it sooner.
My apologies, Commander. But you've been so busy since starting your new position. I never thought the case would be so big.
Be that as it may, the high-ranking culprits have been punished, and the foot soldiers will be sent back to the continent. A few months on the front should bring them back to reality. We owe you so much, Your Excellency. Without you, the Guard would probably be nothing more than a band of brigands. I am extremely grateful. I will not forget what you did for us.
Don't mention it, Commander.
Okay. There is a recompense. Alright. Let me deal with something. This. Yeah, it's obvious it's my computer screen. There is something off with it. Alright, let's see how that works out.
Hello, Commander. Lady Desade. How can I be of service to you?
You seem to know Kurt well.
If you're expecting her to tell you some nasty little secrets, it might be best if I head away.
Don't say such silly things, Kurt. You know I only have good things to say about you. We have known each other a long time, and we have fought together. I think we have been brought closer by the ideals of the Guard. A mercenary guild, certainly, but for whom honor and loyalty are not empty words. Some would tell you that we're past it, That our vision is too naive and idealistic. Perhaps that's true. But I do not mind fighting and risking my life for what I believe is right. Kurt, too. Anything else?
I have to go. Goodbye.
I also have a lot to do. Until next time, Your Excellency.
Okay, let me try to adjust my screen here so it's not completely insane. Yeah, right now the contrast or something is very off. Going to start moving the contrast first. Oh, this is not good. Maybe brightness. I don't understand. Nothing is changing. This actually does a lot. I found a new setting here. It actually does something. Alright. Let's try it like this. I think now it's too bright. Alright. So now let's talk to the Knots. So we have dealt with the mighty Egon. Should probably go and see what they gifted me. Hello Jason, how are you? Yeah, I am alive. And I will be alive at least until summertime. We shall see during the summer what happens. So we're going to my house to check out what they gave me. Still think there is something off with the stream. Yeah, you're not dead until you are. It's one of those situations that are not either or it is either or, I don't know. Alright, let's see what the hell is this. Something I will never wear. Okay, this is something that maybe Kurt can use. It seems it's much worse. But maybe it's not even this what I received. This is what I got. Ridiculous. How it's everything with you, Jason? How is work? Alright, let's go and talk to the Knots. Yeah, there is something off with the stream, but I'll keep trying to improve it. Day in and day out.
Come closer, good people. The cure is
There is always something or another with streaming. Can never be perfect.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be.
It's true, this dude does sell good stuff.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Seems there is nothing better. I think I need my trusty pen and paper stuff. Oh, look at this! This is actually a good thing for him. It's elemental damage. Sorry about that, Jason. Wow, you're finally getting fiber. Great. Great. Yeah, sorry. I had to increase my bit rate because my new computer has a worse CPU, so I cannot. It will crash. I had a lot of problems on what was it? I think this is a good weapon for him. How much money do I have? Not much. Sorry about that. Yeah, the stream kept crashing. OBS kept crashing if I used my CPU. So
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
using the GPU, which is not very good. So everything would be heavily pixelated if I didn't increase the bitrate. But I'm glad to hear you're finally getting better internet. Hopefully you will get one of the promotions where you get all the money and you have to work less. Yeah, those exist actually. Once you get high enough in an organization, that's how it works. You start to delegate all the work and you get all the money. Alright, let's talk with the naughty nuts.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
Our investigation is well underway, but the culprit is not who we thought.
What do you mean?
We found Alba, but she was innocent. In fact, her captain used us and her father to scare her. It's because of us that she fled. But she never stole documents or tried to sell your secrets.
So, are you saying that the culprit is Reuben?
If this were not the case, why make up this story against Alba and use us like that?
I can't believe it. And to think that I believed his lies. However, he is a captain. I cannot condemn him without solid proof. And we have to find out who he was selling his journal to. Ask his crew, but stay discreet. It should not arouse suspicions. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral.
Alright, so you're downsizing a little bit. Well, but if it's just two of them and the business grows back, you will be in a seedier position, I would think. Hopefully. Alright, so I need to interrogate the crew without arousing suspicion. Let's see if we can manage. This dude is innocent. The others are drunk, so I don't think they're clever enough to pull that off.
Your Excellency, I am so pleased to see you again.
The pleasure is shared.
Captain,
Good day, Jonas.
what can I do for you?
Are you a traitor? Alright. Well, sorry to hear it's getting stressful, but hopefully everything turns out for the best.
What do you think of your new captain?
He knows how to make people obey him and runs a tight ship. What else is there to say? He's a captain. I'm only a cabin boy.
Does he get on well with Alba?
He was suspicious of her at first, but when he saw that she was trustworthy, he treated her like one of our own. But when she disappeared, he told us that she didn't have what it takes to be a Nod. He spoke of treason, that sort of thing. I imagine he regretted having trusted her at all. Anything else, Your Excellency?
Hi, Coltrus. Yeah, I kind of remember. It's not a difficult game to master, in my opinion. The combat, once I found the stun and shoot combo, it's basically basically that over and over and over again. Alright. So he doesn't
I'm
have
afraid I need to be
much
going. Watch out for yourself.
much to say out Captain Ruben.
Good day. What can I do for you?
We have a few questions to ask you, Flavia.
I'm all yours, Captain.
Yeah, this game is sort of it's not I wouldn't call it an action RPG, at least the way I play it. It's more like a turn-based RPG. Those games are the difficult ones. For example, I 2 years almost ago I was playing the Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah, Flavio, Flavius, Flavio. That's the modern pronunciation of the old Roman names, which I think meant people with yellow hair. Yellow people, that's what Flavius meant back in Roman times, I think. Alright. Let's ask out the captain.
What do you think about your new captain?
He is fair, decisive, and he certainly knows the sea. But he keeps his distance, as if he wasn't a member of our species. And since we got here, it's been worse. He seems troubled. The slightest disagreement puts him over the edge. But never mind me. It's not my place to judge my captain. He's got responsibilities I can't fathom. Anything else?
Actually, Flavia is a very common name in Brazil, if you believe it.
I need to be off. Perhaps we'll meet later.
Not
Farewell,
so
then.
much on the Spanish-speaking Americas, but on the Portuguese side, they actually name a lot of people Flavia.
Hello, you need something?
Alright, if anyone knows anything, is this drunk bastard.
What do you think about Captain Reuben?
I know what it's gonna sound like, but I liked it better when you were captain.
Thank you. Heartfelt. But tell me why.
He's a good captain, but he lacks team spirit, if you know what I mean.
He's aloof. Doesn't get along with his crew.
You're still far from the mark. To him, we're nothing more than lackeys. The only one who gets a smile from time to time is the pretty Gretchen, one of the girls from the tavern. She scratches his itch. As soon as he can, he's off to the brothel. Must cost him a right fortune. He should be careful. A debt with a coin guard is like sailing near a storm.
Nah, let's share our misgivings. No, they said I should be careful. Yeah, if this guy is a blabbermouth, we cannot tell him anything.
If he's a loner, would make sense to need some company from time to time. And as captain, he must have the means.
Yes, you are certainly right. Well, none of my business. Anything else?
Alright, let's go and talk to Gretchen.
Farewell.
Smooth sailing.
Let me ask you something, Jason Coltras. Is the video smooth, or is there some sort of micro-stuttering or something? I don't know. I never can decide if I'm actually seeing stuff or not. Where is the tavern? I think it's on the right here. I can see that on my main screen there is no stuttering. But it seems to me like there is like a micro stutter on the looks smooth. Okay, thanks, Contras. Yeah, I'm never positive. Well, if you think it looks good, that's all that matters. You are the viewer. As I say, I don't have any problems on my big screen. It's just on the secondary monitor. But it might be because it's a different monitor. That sometimes happens. Alright, who the hell is Gretchen? Ah, there she is.
Hello, my darlings. What would you like, then?
I was told that Captain Reuben liked you a lot, and that you spend a lot of time with him.
He's one of my regulars, it's true. He always asks for me. It's because I'm the sweetest.
Does he confide in you?
Sorry, my dear. But what's between my clients and me is nobody's business.
Ooh. I think I'm going to offer her a position on the bureaucracy. Seems like a better investment.
How about a change of scenery and a chance to work in a more luxurious environment?
Become a courtesan? But don't you need connections to get there?
I'm the legate of the congregation and the governor's cousin.
So? Oh, I'm not stupid enough to miss such a chance. What do you want to know?
Do you have any real diseases? Alright, let's see. Alright. Maybe he likes to talk after shagging.
Did he tell you about his plans?
Like everyone else, he likes building castles in the air. He told me that he would soon be someone very important and very rich. And that he would marry me. But they all say that.
Okay.
Did Reuben tell you about his relationship with his men and his superiors?
Oh, yes. He's always complaining about it. He was hoping for a promotion. He wanted to be appointed fleet commander. But they only changed his ship. And the crew is nowhere near his level, and his admiral despises him. He says everyone is unfair towards him and doesn't recognize his talents. And it has turned him bitter.
So he's basically Benedict Arnold. He's grown bitter because they don't recognize his talents. But what I was saying before I forget is this game is not an action-based fighting system, in my opinion. Jedi Fallen Order, for example, is very different. I got very good at fighting in that game, and I'm sure if I got back to it, which I can't because the game installs itself in Spanish and I hate the dubbing, so I refuse to play it in Spanish. I would get destroyed, completely destroyed by the enemies. That with that game you need to have your reactions on time, you have to know what to press, when to press it. It's very precise action combat. Here it's basically press the same two buttons and just avoid getting hit. So yeah, there wasn't much to forget about. What I did forget, and I will have to relearn, is all the stuff about the armors, the stats. That's where I will have some trouble in the future if I'm going to have trouble with this game.
Have you noticed him change lately?
Yes, he's become impatient and anxious. He's become suspicious too.
Thank you, Gretchen. I'm done.
All right.
This man is a complete traitor. Bitter, dissatisfied, and anxious. We should follow him tonight. He may finally lead us to some solid proof.
Yes, let's do it. I think I can go to my house and make time go faster.
Oh, it's you, Onul Menawi! Come and see! I received beautiful things from our village.
For example, I don't remember anymore what was my strategy for when to sell, when to disassemble equipment, when to go on a buying spree. What is it I'm looking for in guns? On weapons, in armor. I forgot all of that. It's good I was high level enough that it seems not to matter. But they said night. It's gone till dusk. So now I need to follow good old Ruven. Let me see. Follow Ruin. Let's go. And thanks to Coltra's generous donation, next playthrough will be Kingdom Come Deliverance. Thanks a lot, Coltras. The religious asshole playthrough. I wonder how easily I can roleplay that or not. There he is. But we shall try. Nothing like being sanctimonious.
We can see everything from here.
Alright. Avoid getting discovered. Yeah, I think I can see a little bit more than before. I don't know how I'm going to avoid getting discovered. He's walking down the main street. I'm about to lose him, Jesus. How is this even sneaking? I'm acting like a crazy person. I would do much better walking like a normal person in the middle of the street. What is suspicious about that? Crouching in Main Street, that is strange.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of...
Alright, I wonder what he's doing. What are you up to? friend. Yeah, nothing to see here. Just the second most famous person of the city. Going like a cat. Alright. So he's going out into the mountain there. Ooh, he started to run. What? Do I stop crouching? Now I'm truly going to lose him. I think he knows.
Here he is, red-handed. The sellout. Shall we arrest him?
What the hell? Ah, alright. Yeah, let's arrest him right away.
Yes, let's go.
People tend to escape. Holy hell.
Then let's go!
He decided to attack. Didn't expect that. Yeah, whatever he was going to put on the mailbox, we can take it. The diary of Captain Reuven. And a silver engraved ring.
He was ready to sell more than just his own knowledge. There are plans for machines and ships that he must have stolen from elsewhere.
Okay. So the dude was a true douchebag. Maybe, well, you know, that's how it goes. You get denied in an organization, you steal their secrets and run to a competition. And tell them, well, if you build me a fleet, I'll be your admiral. It seems like the deal he was making was that selling the secrets of how to make ships, so they make them.
Come closer, good people.
The fleet and name him admiral. I still don't know who was the buyer. That doesn't really matter, does it? It's either the Teleme congregation or the Alliance.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
Maybe I should read the... Let me see if I can read the diary. There was a diary. No, this is not it. Let me see. Holy hell. I don't think diary. Okay, let's see if we can find the diary of Reuben. Well, there is nothing. Okay, maybe it's in the quest thing. Whatever. I tried.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
Captain Reuben will no longer harm the Nords, and we have retrieved his journal and other documents. But alas, we could not identify his buyer.
A shame. But what matters is we have the documents, and Reuben cannot betray us anymore. We owe you a lot, Desarde. I will not forget it, nor will I forget the lesson. Be sure of it. You have my full gratitude. Anything else?
I need to be going.
Okay.
Until we meet again, Admiral.
So everyone loves me. I level up. Let's see what we get. I think another point in magic. Seems like the best idea. Max out magic. I shall see what I can do. Next. Alright, what was the other thing? 1 talent point. One of these. Okay, this is the kind of stuff I forgot about. I have no idea what I want to do. Charisma. Or maybe I want more vigor. I think I can get vigor twice. Maybe I want this. No, I can already get 2 of these. What? Let me see. This is the stuff I forget about. Who gives me what? My companions give me stat boosts. Pretty sure. Okay. Intuition. I guess I'm going to go with charisma, and I don't think I got anything that increases my charisma here. Vigor, science, locksmithing. Yeah, I think this is the stuff that gives me extra charisma. Yeah, let's max out charisma. Seems like a good idea. I think I was maxing out elemental and magical resistance to avoid damage to my health as such. Yeah. I think I remember what I was doing. I was collecting stuff until I got encumbered, then I went to the camp, distributed armor and weapons, and sold the rest or destroyed it. I think I was destroying stuff instead of selling it. Alright, let's get extra charisma. That's not a bad thing. I don't think I need science, really. Alright. Nor vigor. I think I can get vigor level 3 somehow. Pretty sure I can. Let me see. I'm almost certain I can. But how? Not with boots. Can get one. There must be a companion that gives me vigor. Has to be. I wonder who it is. So, let's check out the quest log. Let's see what we can do now. I'm not going to the main missions. Okay, this is something I do exploring, so no, same here. Evaluate the situation here. Fight the 5th challenge. I think I'm going to postpone that for it. Alright, so I can only do this secondary quest. Let's do this one. Where do we go? Seems I have to leave town. Where could this be? Here. The high trees. Holy hell! I can go to the volcano. Alright. Let's see what the notes gave me. This is new for sure. The hell is that? Race incompatible with this character. Alright. Well, that's too bad. Can anyone use it? Well, I can. It's only for me, apparently. Very sad indeed. What about this dude? Is he selling anything useful? I don't quite remember what I was looking for in stuff. Don't remember I wanted a stasis. Tons of stasis. Okay, whatever, let's go. The high trees. This is a new location. Alright. Didn't expect that. Which means we're going to be moving slowly. Slowly. Might be there is a new enemy type. You never know. So I don't like trees. It's usually where you get ambushed by the bats. A palisade. The sawmill, I guess it would be a proper translation.
What's happening here, soldier?
These islanders want to enter a plot of land that belongs to the congregation.
They are denying us access to the glade.
We must heal it. Otherwise, this land will die.
I am sorry, but we cannot let you enter this area.
But we only want to plant some new trees. Bring life back. These people are fanatics, Your Excellency. Several woodcutters died last night, and I'm willing to bet that these savages had a hand in it. You are killing the earth, so it kills you in return. All of you are cursed.
Shut it, you savage!
I am de Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation on this island. I came to shed some light on this affair. You said that some woodcutters died.
Aye, they fell sick and died a few hours later. Well, the camp doctor will be able to tell you more about it. You'll find him in the barracks right here.
Thank you, soldier. I'll go see her.
All right.
Please, Your Excellency, you may come in.
Let's see what the savages have to say about this.
We want to give life back to the air.
Hello, Doctor. I'm the legate of the congregation. I was told about the disputes caused by this camp, and a soldier told me that several woodcutters died recently.
Yes. They got sick yesterday afternoon, and a few hours later they were dead. I couldn't do anything except watch them writhing in pain. None of my remedies worked. If seeing corpses doesn't bother you, you can come and see the bodies. They're here. I hope that whatever killed them is not contagious.
Well, I guess we will find out.
These poor woodcutters look like they've suffered. This one has a swollen tongue, blood at the corners of the mouth. There are some peculiar red patches on the bodies. His eyes are bloodshot. This man choked to death. A strong smell of ammonia. The entrails must have been perforated.
And the medic didn't notice all that stuff.
So, what do you think? Do you recognize their disease?
They didn't die of disease. They were poisoned. There's no doubt about it.
You're probably right. But I've heard these savages talking so much about curses, so I thought it must be a mysterious disease, rather than seeing what was before my eyes. But how could these three men be poisoned?
Alright, let's see. Yeah, these are the logical options, what they drank or what they ate. Let's ask about that.
What did they eat yesterday? Did they eat any mushrooms?
No, we avoid that kind of thing. We don't know enough about the region's plant life. The congregation provides us with dry produce, otherwise we eat game. Yesterday they butchered a beast brought by the hunters.
Hunters?
Natives who bring us game regularly in exchange for knickknacks. But they've been restocking us for months. I struggle to believe that they're involved.
Well, let's see what they have to say. Where can I find them?
They usually hunt on the edge of the wood that leads to this camp. Thank you for your help. Good luck.
Well, apparently I hit the nail on the head. So, can I go? They say I was welcome to a meal. But apparently I have to go back to find the hunters. Master Hunter. Alright. Oh, a camp. Let's continue exploring. We're heading straight towards our objective. One of those things. These are annoying animals. Let's see if I can hit it from behind. Those things, I remember them. There were 3 in a clearing back in a mining town. They really gave me trouble. There is another one up there. Didn't notice. Yeah, these things are super annoying. They charged you. Oh, shit, he survived.
Death to the others! Bit of poison on my blade. Let's go! Atoi! This is our prey, Renaigse. How can we earn our reward if you hunt our prey?
Alright.
We only defended ourselves. These beasts attacked us. But take them. We do not intend to eat them.
Thank you. But what are you doing here, Renaigse, if you're not here to hunt?
We were looking for you.
Us? What do you want from us?
3 woodcutters were poisoned yesterday after eating what you brought them.
Poison? I swear we are not responsible for this.
Aha, look at that. The high charisma pays off already.
Listen, all the clues lead to you, but it may simply have been an accident. How about you tell me exactly what happened?
It wasn't really an accident, but we did not want to kill them either.
Then tell me how it happened.
We did not decide to do this. We were trading beautiful things with the camp. But the elder said that we would be traitors to our clan if we let the woodcutters cut down all the trees.
Which elder?
One of the old men from Vigigidor, our village. He is very angry because we cannot heal the glade. He gave us the meat of an andrig killed by a venomous dosentats. Its flesh is perfectly edible when prepared with certain berries, but without them, eating it would be lethal. And since the Renaigse invaded our forest, these berries are nowhere to be found. He wanted it to be a lesson for them, so that they may understand that their destruction brings death.
I will not hold you responsible, but from now on you will no longer bring meat to this camp. You were the instruments of a hateful old man's vengeance, and I'm under the impression that there will be even more deaths if I do not get to the root of this problem.
Yeah.
The old man is clever, but his devious scheming will only make things worse.
This whole thing could turn into an open war. We cannot let that happen.
No.
Sir de Cosillon will be able to give some advice on how to solve this property conflict without violence.
No, I want violence. How is that an accident? That's ridiculous. They actually brought poisoned food with the intent of poisoning people, and we're not blaming them? It's ridiculous. I don't know in what reality that's an accident. It's blatant and clear murder. So, let's see if we can murder people. I can hear magic. Yeah, I don't want to keep being peaceful towards the natives. I know I'm actually a native genetically, but that's not nothing here or there. We're not playing a racist character. We're just playing an imperialist character. You cannot have an empire without conquests. We need to conquer, subjugate, And if we cannot subjugate, to displace and destroy.
Some Renaigse around here.
That doesn't happen often. Do you want something?
No, like this game sometimes does not let you choose what to do. I've had several occasions where situations where I had to side with the natives against what I wanted, which is side with the Bridge Alliance, which is the most imperialist faction. I've actually had to kill people from the Bridge Alliance to defend natives, which is something I don't want. Not to say the natives are not very useful, they have proven useful, but my objective is to conquer the island and declare independence. That's, let's say, what was it? What Lost said? Inventing your own reality. That's what my character wants. I don't actually know if it's possible, but my character wants to take over Tirfredi and declare independence. That's what's. Well, there are choices, but yeah, it's like every RPG. You have limited choices. We shall see if the game forces me to side with the natives.
You're very isolated here. Why live so far from a village?
It's a long story. Matir, will you tell him?
When I was young, I got engaged to a young man, but he wasn't my Minundanim. I thought he was, but I was wrong. And one day, I met the one I would love for all my life. As I had broken my engagement, we were exiled.
So, our parents came to settle here. They built this house, and we were born.
There. Now you know the whole story. Do you want to know anything else?
So they are a family, alright.
I'll leave you alone.
Qua awalem seg.
They are a family. Except the father is missing. But now their stuff is missing. But yeah, I don't mind RPGs. I'll try my best. You roleplay as far as the game lets you. And that's it. I just have my objective and try not to betray my objective. The objective of the character, I should say. It's not my objective. I usually tinker with RPs once the reality of how the game works sinks in. But this is a game that's very much based on the conquest of the Americas, I would say. So, an imperialist pig seems like a solid choice for our character. I just haven't been able to be as piggish as I want. You know, distribute blankets with diseases, enslave. For example, I've had to liberate a ton of slaves, native slaves, when I should be joining in the slave trade. Stuff like that. What can you do? Nothing. Just enjoy the game, have a good time. That is actually what I like a lot about BioWare RPGs. Even, well, maybe one day I'll play Andromeda and change my mind. But in every in every BioWare RPG, I've been able to truly roleplay what I wanted. And I make my RPs a priori before I know what the game entails, the story. And it has worked out very well every single time. I think the only stuff I regret or I would mark down in a BioWare RPG is that you cannot side more with the elusive man in Mass Effect. I would 100% have been the elusive man's lapdog. But, well. I guess, yeah, but Dragon Age I have never been disappointed, at least. That is truly superb world building. Holy hell.
My blade. Then let's go!
Fuck. Ah, shit. The hell? Let that be a lesson. There are enemies that are still too tough for me. Ah, fuck.
Let's see if you can ward off this feint. Things are about to get dicey.
That thing has so much armor. Really? You found Inquisition boring? I actually quite enjoyed Inquisition. What did you find boring? The story, the gameplay? I'm always happy to hear someone else's take on games. Well, if you played, I would say if you played Dragon Age Origins, then Dragon Age 2, and then Inquisition, I would say Inquisition is too spread out. It's much bigger, but I wouldn't say that's actually better. So you would get a much more condensed and powerful version of the stories in the other games, at least for me. But when I played Inquisition, I hadn't played a Dragon Age game for a very long time, so I think so it was like drinking water after being in the desert. Self-hating city. Alright, a race traitor, you could say. But that was fun. Yeah, that's a fun way to play it. Yes, Inquisition has... As I called Inquisition when I played it back then, it's a single-player MMO. That's what Inquisition feels like. Okay, so this is obviously quest-related. Inquisition is a single-player MMO. Which is what the Old Republic, the actual MMO, should be. But I liked Inquisition for that. It's the best MMO I've ever played. No other people to annoy you and jump all over the place and do stupid shit. So it's true, it has a lot of empty space, you could say. Humongous amounts of side content. But I always view that as an opportunity to level up and not get killed. So I think I fully explored every single map. Okay, we need to go and talk to the council. Yes, I agree with you. They obviously were planning on making Dragon Age Inquisition an MMO of some sort. And they relented because they couldn't do it and decided to put that multiplayer stuff. I think Inquisition has a multiplayer or something. I never played that. Like Battle Royale or something like that. Alright, the councillor, I think it's someone of these rooms. Remember, he's a very finely dressed gentleman. Maybe it's him? Doesn't look like it. Apparently it's upstairs. Ah, it's the science guy, yeah. Now I remember him. Yes, Inquisition does have multiplayer. I don't know if they shut it down already. They do remember it exists. I even considered getting into it because I was very good at fighting in that game. I actually managed to, with the after I died the first time in the first boss, I don't think I ever paused in combat again. I never used tactical pause, I did everything in real time. I was very good at fighting in Inquisition. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Sorry about that, I still have a cough from my sickness. Really, you didn't like the combat? I actually liked the combat a lot. I disliked that they limited your potions to 8 healing potions. But I found the combat quite exhilarating, but maybe it was because I never paused, so everything was a big mess, chaotic fights all over the place. It was super fun in a stressful way.
Sir de Corsilion.
Decidez, my young student, what can I do for you?
Tell me how to kill the natives. Well,
I've come to find you because I received a complaint from the natives of the village of Vigigador. They want to be able to access a clearing exploited by our woodcutters in order to heal it. To reforest it, I assume. But our men there say that it belongs to them and are refusing to let the natives enter it. The site was supposedly ceded to them several months ago. But tensions are running high and some men have lost their lives. If we don't intervene, we're heading for a real confrontation.
It is very regrettable, and I approve of your desire to appease this conflict. According to what you have told me, if ever there was a contract, it must have been signed under our former governor. You should go to the archives and verify this. Then go and talk to Lady Laurine de Morange. And of course, I'll be delighted to help you once things have been clarified.
Thank you, Professor. Once more, you've been of great help.
Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Alright, let's suss out the other stuff.
I've found no traces of Professor Seraphedin yet.
That's most regrettable. But keep looking for him, will you? You never know. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Yeah, that's one of those strange side quests that's super long.
The mission you entrusted me with has made great progress.
Very well. Let's see. Good. You have traveled great distances, and the Terra Incognita will soon be but a distant memory. Keep doing what you're doing, de Sade. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Let's go.
Looking forward to seeing you again, Sir de Corsilion.
What was your party makeup, Coltrus, I wonder? How did you approach the combat? I had one mage, which was me. I think it was a mixture of healing and control. I had Sarah for damage, DPS. It was hilarious. Once I got Sarah all leveled up and I gave her that Tempest, I think it was called, the thing, well, when she can shoot 1,000 arrows in a second. the computer made it look all crazy. And what was the other? It was Cassandra, I'm pretty sure. And what else? It was Cassandra, me, Sarah, maybe Warwick? I don't know. You know what? I don't remember. You were in normal difficulty. I think I was playing in Nightmare. Ah shit, I need to go to the archives. I forgot. I wouldn't know which one is more difficult. I think in Origins is the most difficult for an unloaded playthrough. Is this the archives? No, it's downstairs. Because there are many set pieces. The most annoying is definitely Dragon Age 2. I remember, I think I never actually played that in another rules. They did play it in Nightmare a couple of times, and that thing where you kill a wave of enemies and then the third or fourth wave materializes on top of you. That thing is super annoying. I think it broke my mind at some point. Just couldn't take it anymore. Dorian, Vivian, I never recruited Vivian. Cole and your character was the tank, alright. Cassandra was a superb tank. I think half the time I controlled Cassandra. I was just pulling aggro and letting the rest of the party do its thing. Am I in the right place? Ah yeah, I remember there is a library here. Who was the other person? It must have been Barrick. I doubt it was another mage, but maybe it was another mage. I need to look at my old videos. Alright. Deed to the property of the sawmill. After negotiations between Chief Duncas and the governess de Morange about the lands in the region of Warer, it has been decided that the land will henceforth be the unique and exclusive property of the Congregation of the Merchants, with the purpose of turning it to a sawmill. The access to the area is not restricted to the members of the congregation. But do you know? Maybe the natives didn't know how to read what they were signing. They signed it all up. Yeah, Sarah is definitely a self-hating elf. I disliked her a lot. RP-wise, I treated her like shit. And I was an elf too. But I was a secret... what was it? A Dalish terrorist was my RP. A secret Dalish terrorist. But she was too useful. She was just too useful in combat. She could kill any enemy almost instantaneously. It was crazy stuff. Yeah. I think if ever Dragon Age 5 comes out, I'll try the Lost RP, since he apparently will never stream again. The Chantry crazy person or loyalist. He called them the Chantry loyalist, but it's more like the Chanty crazy person. It's sad he never played Inquisition, because I think that game is built around a Chantry loyalist, where you could definitely do a playthrough like that as Chantry zealot. That's what I would say. The religious fanatic. The good thing is Lost was very nuanced with his RP. It was not... He delved deep into the lore of the Chantry, so he was very nuanced. I tend to be more black and white with my playthroughs, or more basic. I guess that's why he had very tough decisions RP-wise. My RP decisions are usually very clear-cut. Who was the other person? It must have been Barrick. I think I need to see my old videos. It has to be Barrick.
Good day, my lady. Happy to see you again in such fine health. How can I be of service?
Or was it Soulless? I don't know. Pretty sure it was no one else. Was not Blackwall, was not the guy of the hat, Cole. Yeah. It was not Iron Bull. I'm pretty sure there's either Solas or Barrick, and I'm leaning towards Barrick.
I need you to enlighten me about the property deed of a glade near Vigigador. The natives want to access this place, which according to them is sacred, and which they would like to heal. But some of our men there are using this deed to deny them access to the area. Tensions are running high, and some people have died.
Yes, there was a time when we enacted a lot of contracts. Do you have the document with you?
Yes, here it is.
This session agreement is only signed with a cross on the native side. Well, writing is foreign to them, as is the notion of land ownership. For them, the earth only belongs to itself.
If they did not possess these lands, how did they cede them?
I doubt they knew what this agreement represented, to be honest.
In that case, why make them sign it?
When we arrived on the island, we had to ensure our access to certain commodities. We also had to make sure that we had legal ownership of the lands we were occupying. The natives
Yes.
dreamed of possessing some baubles that they didn't know how to craft. It was easy to make them sign agreements that they didn't understand by giving them some. I was a stranger to their philosophy then. I only thought about my city, and I regret it.
I'm sure we can fix
Yeah,
this mistake.
right.
I hope so, Your Excellency. Come, let's find Sir de Corsilion. Can I help you with any other matter?
Jesus.
My lady, I have to go.
So
Goodbye.
she actually grew a conscience,
Sir de
imagine
Corsilion,
that.
it's always a pleasure.
Madame, I expect you've come to see me about this regrettable problem concerning a clearing, which my student told me about.
Indeed. And I think I may have a solution that will allow us to solve this conflict peacefully.
I'm listening.
I must admit that I established this at a time when the culture and the mentality of the natives was foreign to me. The clan of this village was rather open to our presence. They welcomed us with benevolence. For this reason, I think we should allow them access to these lands. In doing so, we would appease the tensions, and we would also retain ownership of the wood. We would even benefit from such an agreement if the natives reforest this area. Then we could exploit it for a longer period of time.
I find this decision perfectly viable, and I approve, but several men were killed, and their comrades will seek vengeance if the person or persons responsible do not pay for their crimes.
I am convinced that Dunkus, the chief of this clan, never approved such an action.
I understand, but I will only write a decree allowing people to go to this clearing, provided the murderer is delivered to us.
Thank you, Master. I will inform Dunkus of your decision.
Okay. I thought he was an advisor, but apparently he's like a viceroy. Yeah, the integration of the storylines in Inquisition is superb. They really tried to make obviously it's the same basic world, but it is a very unique scenario for everyone. Seeing all the stuff you did previously actually reflected on the world around you. I think in my playthrough it was Logain that sacrificed himself in the Fade. You tried to make them ugly? I actually was accused by a viewer in the AI that I purposely killed myself so I could remake the face of my character. I tried to make characters look pretty because I have to see their faces for tens of thousands of hours, well not really, but hundreds of hours. So I do try to make their faces better. So I have something good to look. And I did make a mistake, it's true. My character had a very ugly profile. The one that died, and I recreated the next one without that problem. Someone accused me of killing myself, so I could do it. Alright, so I need to talk to Dunkas of God knows where. Let's see. You killed Logan, no, I saved Logan. I don't even remember why. And Alistair was not king. Who was king? I don't know who was king. Maybe it was Queen whatever. I don't remember her name anymore. Anora, I think, was the name. I don't remember my DA playthrough anymore. DAO. It's been a very long time. Almost a decade, I would say, since I played DAO last time.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
At this old man's request, I investigated the conflict that opposes you and my nation regarding the clearing. You will now be able to access it freely to accomplish your rituals or heal the area. And the congregation will keep exploiting the forest. However, there is one condition to this new agreement. You must deliver this man to us, because he is responsible for the deaths of several woodcutters.
These men died because of their own foolishness. No one else is responsible for their deaths. If they hadn't cut all the oakerberry trees, they would have survived.
What does that mean? What are the two of you talking about?
3 woodcutters died eating the meat of an andrig after it was killed by a venomous dosentats.
It's nothing but a terrible coincidence. And if they had eaten the ochre berries...
We know that you're responsible for all this. The hunters told me everything.
How could you do this? You acted more foolishly than an irascible adolescent. By killing these men, you have brought upon us their wrath. And it is only natural that they should ask for justice.
Dunkus, I beg you. I only wanted the Renaigse to understand the value of the trees they were cutting.
Bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and you know that. I would never have thought you capable of doing something so foolish.
If you want to stop the woodcutters taking vengeance into their own hands, you must deliver this man to us.
I understand. But I have one condition before we make this agreement. The Lugaid Blau fooled us in the past. It is their turn to prove their good faith.
What do you want from us?
There is a mine in the forest that the congregation has long operated with help from my people. But digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We reinforced the earth with wood. We worked with the Lugaid Blau to save the mountain and the men. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the entrance with a boulder. But some Renaigse came back, and I think they started digging again. And some of my people started going missing. Perhaps because they had seen them break their promise. If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault, thousands of lives will be lost.
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. Remind them of their promise. This is the price of my trust. If you do, we punish the person responsible for the death of the woodcutters, and all our quarrels will be gone.
I'll go to this mine and see what's going on.
Is there anything else?
Okay.
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Qua awalum seg.
Always a cycle of killing. So he kills woodmen, and now I need to investigate the killing of natives, and that will lead to more killing, but that will be for tomorrow. Unfortunately, I need to go and start making lunch before going to work. Yeah, ugly characters are more realistic, that is true. But that's why usually famous people are pretty. Because you want to look something that's better than what you see in the mirror. But yeah, I don't like spending hours making a perfect character, but yeah, something I am pleased to look at least. Thanks a lot for stopping by, Coltrus. And Jason, everyone else, I hope I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I will start streaming a little bit earlier, but around this time I have to end it so I can go and make lunch for me and the people here. My roommates and the small child. I'm a cook now, apparently. So, thanks a lot, and I hope I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.